Welcome to today's episode of Steady Improvement. We are going to talk about pricing, so let's dive into it. The first step to making crazy money in sales is charging premium prices, because if you're not, you're forced to be priced in a way to be competitive on the market because your customers have commoditized your product or service. You compete on price in order to get clients and have them to stay. Then, if someday the customer sees a cheaper version of the same thing, then the value discrepancy will cause them to swap providers. This is not a dilemma you want to be in. Either you lose this client and the rest of your clients and new potential clients, or you decide to stay competitive, which basically means decrease price to compete, and then you will see your margins become so thin they vanish. You want to have an offer that's so different that you can skip the awkward explanation of why your product is different from everyone else and instead just have the offer do that work for you. The reason people buy is not the objective of a business, making money is. And lowering price is one-way road to destruction for most. You can only go down to $0, so the whole reason on why and how you can charge premium prices is that you increase your value in the service or product that you have. Think in this way. Would you pay $1,000 to get $100,000? Well, I would hope you say yes, it's a bargain. When it comes to charging premium prices, you should charge so much it hurts. This is the only way you'll be able to serve your customers in the best possible way. What happens if you decrease your price is that you also decrease your client's emotional investment, since it didn't cost them much. Decrease your client's perceived value of your product or service, since it can't be that good if it's so cheap or priced the same as everyone else. Decrease your client's results, because basically they do not value what you do and are not invested. You also attract the worst clients who are never satisfied until your service is free. Destroy any margin you might have left to be able to actually provide an exceptional experience. Hire the best people, pamper your clients, and invest in your people. Invest in more locations or scale, invest in growth, and everything else you had hoped for in the goal of helping more people solve whatever problem it is that you solve. What happens then when you charge premium prices and raise your price a lot? This is what happens. You increase your client's perceived value of your service or product, you increase your client's emotional investment, increase your client's results because they value your service and are invested. You attract the best customers who are basically the easiest to satisfy and actually cost less to fulfill, and who are the most likely to actually receive and perceive the most relative value. You multiply your margins because you have money to invest in systems to create efficiency, which leads to improved customer experience. You can hire smart people, opportunity to scale your business, and most importantly of all, to keep watching the numbers in your personal bank account go up month after month, even with reinvesting in your business. Basically, higher price means higher value. Don't believe me? Here comes the facts. In a blind taste test, researchers asked consumers to rate 3 wines: an expensive wine, a medium-priced wine, and a low-priced wine. Throughout the study, the participants rated the wines with the price visible. So they saw the price tag of the bottles, they rated them unsurprisingly in order of the price. That means that the most expensive wine was the best, and the second most expensive being the second best, and the third cheapest option being rated as cheap wine. What the wine testers didn't know is that researchers gave them the exact same wine all 3 times. Yes, the tasters reported a wide discrepancy between the high-priced wine and the cheap wine. So this means and has deep implications for the direct relationship between value and price. So what does this lead us to? It basically leads us to our goal with pricing. When you are so much higher in price, you want the customer to think, this is so much more expensive. There must be something entirely different going on here. And that's how you create your own category and get out of the bad nature of competing on who can go down to the lowest price. In this new perceived marketplace, you are a monopoly and can make monopoly profits. With those profits, you can do things no one else can do in order to make your customers successful. Profit is oxygen and it fuels the fire of growth. And believe me, you are going to need it if you want to reach more people and make a bigger impact. Ideally, this means pricing your product or service in such a way that it stings a little when they buy. That sting will force and focus their attention and their investment in your product or service. Those who pay the most attention. Simple as that. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Steady Improvement, and I hope that I've helped you in your journey of leveling up your sales skills. Take care. Bye.